I have a great quote for you today that will hopefully inspire you to think about your work and life a little bit differently. I came across this quote a couple months ago, but I have been thinking about it so much. I think I've probably mentioned it on another episode before because it has just been something that has been on my mind. And it is often attributed to Leonardo da Vinci. And he said, art is never finished, only abandoned. At first, it might feel like this is applicable only to art or some type of creation, but it's true in our lives. Art is never finished, only abandoned. And when I think about the lives that we're leading, think about what are you creating? What are you putting out into the world? How are you spending your days? We have an opportunity every day to get better, to grow, to learn something new, to meet new people, to create our own experiences. You are the artist of your life and you're creating every single day. It might not be writing or painting or pottery or photography, but your version of art could be something completely different. Maybe it's the work that you do, it's the way that you are parenting your children, it's how you approach conversation and communicate with others. It's your workouts, it's your ideas, whatever ideas you're bringing to life. You're creating these experiences and you get to do that every day. Are there parts of your life or do you have dreams in your heart that you might have abandoned? Things that were really important to you maybe years ago and you've given up for whatever reason. Lots of times we make excuses for not showing up for ourselves, for not doing the thing that we say we want to do. And you might get frustrated with yourself because maybe it's something that you do consistently and you're really good at starting. I had a friend of mine that said to me, I'm really good at starting. It's finishing that I'm not so great at. It's like I'm really good when I have an idea, I'm quick to start. But finishing is a whole other story. This is true even in podcasting, right? There are millions and millions of podcasts, but most podcasts only have about 7 to 10 episodes, and then they've abandoned it. But that doesn't mean that they can't go back. That doesn't mean that whatever it is that you were working on, whatever it is you were passionate about, if you're still passionate about that thing, you can go back to it. Maybe you've abandoned it. Maybe you've said goodbye to it for however long. And maybe it's time to invite that back into your life. It wasn't finished. Art is never finished, it's only abandoned. I love that because it's such a beautiful thought to know that you can change your life today, right now. You can take the next step. You can pick up where you left off. You can keep going. Create for No Reason is a great example of that. I took a year off of this podcast because of other priorities. I had other things going on. So I decided to abandon it for a little while. And it definitely was a lot longer than I thought I was going to take a break. But after a year, I couldn't let it go. I knew that I wanted to continue to do the show. I knew that I wanted to continue to have these conversations and hopefully inspire someone, hopefully you, to continue to go after your dreams and to pursue your creativity and to do the things that bring you joy just for the fun of it, just because you love it. You don't need a reason. You don't need to necessarily monetize it. It could simply be because it brings joy to your life, and that is reason enough alone. I had a friend of mine reach out to me after she read my book, and she said, I used to play piano all the time, and I stopped, and I put it away. And once it was away, once that keyboard was in the closet, I stopped playing. But she realized that she really enjoyed playing piano. Now, of course, she was not a professional pianist or anything like that, but for her, it was a good time. She appreciated it. It was time that she spent for herself to stop thinking about work, to stop thinking about the challenges of life, and just create music. However good or bad, it doesn't matter. She had fun playing. So she decided to take the keyboard back out and she started playing again. She wasn't finished. She might have abandoned it, but she brought it back into her life. What is one creative pursuit? What is one dream, one idea that maybe you've abandoned and it's time to bring back? It's time to bring it back to life and see what you can create. See where it might lead you. If you know me at all, you know that I think a great quote is also a phenomenal journaling prompt. So, this is a great journaling prompt. Think about that art that you might have abandoned, something in your life. Write about it, see what shows up. Why did you let it go? Why is it important to bring it back? What might your life look like when you do bring it back? Those are some questions to think about, to write about, and to inspire you to get back to your art and start creating. I hope this quote inspires you to pursue your dreams. If you have a really great quote, or if there is any ideas that you get out of listening to Create for No Reason that you want to share, please drop them in the comments. I would love to hear some of your favorite quotes. Maybe you want to share some of the art that you might have abandoned and you're getting back into. Would love to hear, so add those in the comments. It's always fun to see what other people are working on and inspired by. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And until next time, go create something.